Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It can be you towards someone or someone here towards you, and also can be for your sun, moon, rising, and or your Venus placements. All right, let's take a look. Now, remember to comment down below. It really helps support me and my channel. And of course, like this video, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And big announcement for those of you guys who have not yet heard the announcement. I'm trying to get to 300,000 subscribers between now and the end of the year. So if you still have not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe so that we can get to those 300K. Again, if you do enjoy this reading, then give this video a thumbs up, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at your clarifying energies. Now, I'm going to be going into your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your opportunity, what is in your challenge position, and how to overcome that challenge as well. Some signs that are coming through the reading right now are, you could be dealing with the sign of Taurus, it could be the sign of Libra. I see Pisces showing up in the reading as well. What else do we have here? Whatever other sign of the zodiac, doesn't necessarily have to be any of these, but first, we're going to start off with your dominant energy, okay? So let's see. You are starting this week with the dominant energy of the drumroll. Okay, and you have here insecurities. All right, let's see what that's all about. So it says here insecurities with the number 73. The number 73, how does that resonate for you? Also, number 73 is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10. If you see the number 1010 on the clock or anywhere else, then that is an indication where something here is about to come to an end. But something here coming to an end means that something else is about to begin, okay? It could be anything, right? It could be a phase of the way that you used to be with a person, a phase in a connection, and then you guys are kind of starting in a new way, some kind of a refresher. For others, it can literally be you are ending something and going into something completely new, but some kind of an ending there, okay? That, again, brings in a better kind of beginning. So in this particular image, there's a beautiful woman who's putting on lipstick. She's putting on makeup. However, she's wearing one of these, what is that vest called? It's kind of like a NASA vest or something, or maybe one of those medical vests. I'm not sure. You can comment down below if you recognize whatever that vest is called. And, you know, she was wearing goggles. She is kind of like, you know, putting those goggles on her forehead for the time being while she puts on the makeup so she can see herself. But she's really hiding something, right? I mean, if she literally puts the goggles on, she would be unrecognizable because she's wearing everything. And she's even wearing a mask, as you can see there. She's wearing a mask down here. And so if she puts on the mask, imagine her putting on the mask and then putting on the goggles, she would literally be unrecognizable, right? You would not be able to know who she is. So this is all about insecurities. What are you trying to cover up? Some kind of insecurities. Like, it could be internal insecurities, emotional insecurities. It could be external insecurities. It could be you or someone that you are dealing with, right? This doesn't have to be you. This could be a person that you are dealing with. But of course, it's your reading. For a lot of you, it can be you. So it says here, insecurities, unsure of who and where they are at in life. This person wears a mask to hide their feelings in fear of rejection. See, so sometimes these, you know, types of energies can come through as something internal that perhaps you're feeling insecure about, that you're trying to hide. Constantly covering up who they are in fear of what others may think of them. Whether this is you, someone that you are dealing with, or whether it's both of you. Sometimes it's a mirroring kind of effect, right? But this woman here is unsure of who she is, okay, where she is at in her life. And so she's kind of covering up her insecurities. I mean, as you can see, she is a very beautiful woman, but for some reason or another, something inside of her is feeling rather insecure, where she feels like she has to cover up, right? She has to wear a vest, wear a mask, wear goggles. Okay. Yeah. So she's wearing a mask because she wants to hide those feelings. She's afraid of rejection. She's afraid that someone will reject her. Are you afraid that you will be rejected by people around you, somebody particular around you? Let me go ahead and fix this camera. Move it this way. Okay. Okay. So sorry about that. Constantly covering up who they are in fear of what others might think of them. So, you know, in what area of your life do you feel like you're doing this? Are you doing this? Is it someone doing this that you are dealing with? Okay. let's figure this out. Okay, because whoever this is, they're afraid. They're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of being seen in a different light. They're afraid of, whatever this is. And so I feel here that that has to do with some kind of internal insecurity. A lot of times external insecurities come from something internal. Let me fix this camera again. There's something going on here with this stand. Okay, there we go. So this comes with a message. It says here, if you really knew who I was and how I felt, you may not love me anymore. I'm afraid that you'll reject me if I show you who I really am. So is it something here that you're trying to show, to someone, or maybe you're showing up in a certain kind of way? Because you're afraid of being rejected. And again, this is saying, if you really knew who I was and how I felt, I feel like this is something emotional, you guys. I feel like this is something here where you might be hiding how you feel. You might be hiding some kind of feeling, some kind of emotions. Okay. It could be, the fact that maybe you're showing someone a cold shoulder, or you're just not really kind of showing someone that you really care about them. It could be the fact that you miss someone and you're like, no, I'm not going to tell them that I miss them, or I want to see them more, or or whatever the case may be. I mean, it could literally be anything. It could be with a family member, with a friend. It could be with a loved one. It could even be, the opposite. Perhaps right now, some of you guys might be dealing with someone who's doing this, or this could be you. You might be, who knows, showing someone here that, you're really okay with something, when in reality, you're like, you know what, I'm really not okay with this. Whatever the case may be, okay? We're going to see what that's all about. Let me know in the comments below if this reading already resonates with you, okay? And how in the comments below. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have here the Empress. Very interesting, right? Very interesting energy. These are two beautiful women. However, this one never hides who she really is. I mean, this Empress here, it's all about beauty, right? She's all about beauty. She's all about confidence, really. This is a divine feminine energy. Okay, this is a divine feminine energy, and the divine feminine energy is very confident, secure in who she is. She shows up in the world as who she is, and she doesn't try to hide behind anything. It's kind of like that energy where, you take it or leave it. This is who I am, right? And so I feel like for a lot of you guys, since this is at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like telling you, you need to kind of be more of the Empress in this way, right? Be more confident in who you are. Okay, believe in yourself. Trust that you will be loved and accepted by the people who are meant to be in your life. Okay, yeah, maybe not everyone's gonna like that part of you, who you really are. If you want to express yourself a little bit more, or if you want to open up a little bit more, yeah, maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, but whoever stays in your life, then that means that person, these people, are the ones for you. This can also represent that right now is a time of taking care of yourself, right? This is all about self-love, self-care. Perhaps some of you guys are thinking about, getting on a diet or working out, looking beautiful. Who knows, maybe going shopping and, changing up your wardrobe, doing something different with your hair, doing something different with your style. Again, this can be male or female, it doesn't matter, because this divine feminine energy, we all possess this energy. This is also more so of the energy of being more compassionate, right? Being more nurturing, not only to yourself, being more self-nurturing, but also nurturing among others or towards others. If you've been more so on the side of your masculine energy, where you don't like to show emotion, you don't show emotion, you've, perhaps because of some kind of bad experience that you had in the past, you kind of learned to not show emotion. And at times, perhaps you want to be compassionate, or you want to be more authentic about how you feel, and perhaps maybe you kind of hold yourself back. This is kind of like a ticket for you to do that, kind of like a pass, like, hey, it's okay for you to do it. Okay, in fact, practice this. Again, self-love, self-care, whether it's beautifying yourself, beautifying your environment. It could be, you wanting to do something physical that makes you look better, feel better about yourself. This can also be representation there of, again, working on your internal feminine energy, which is that of being more caring, more compassionate, more understanding towards others. Okay, we're going to see what this is all pertaining to, what this is all about, but this is also equal to growth. If you want something here to grow, if you want a relationship to grow, if you want a business to grow, if you want, an idea to grow, you have to be authentic. You have to come from that place where, you show up in the world, in this situation, as your pure, authentic self, right? Take it or leave it, this is how I feel. Take it or leave it, this is who I am. But it's not like that kind of confrontational, take it or leave it. It's more so of like that compassionate, that kind of like energy of, hey, you know what? I really do care about you. Or I really do, like you. Or I really do, want to be here for you, right? Instead of saying, oh, no, well, it's okay, right? No, it's okay, right? Just kind of like brushing off your feelings, your emotions, your needs, your desires for something, and instead embracing those needs, embracing those desires, and not being afraid of, well, if I really express what I want, if I really express how I feel, will this person still be around? Will this person judge me? Will this person, disconnect from me? Well, you won't know until you actually try. You won't know until you actually do that. Okay. That's for some of you. Again, this can be in your career, love life, family life. It could be friendships, new connections, whatever area of your life. You take the reading however it resonates. Now, in your challenge position, you have your Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and also the Two of Cups. So I see that part of the challenge right now is right now you're feeling a little bit stressed. Like there's something here that's stressing you out. You're like, okay, what's going to happen? What if something goes wrong? I feel like there's anxiety. Okay. There's some kind of anxiety. It could be fears taking over, insecurities taking over, doubts taking over your mind. But right now I feel that there's something related to a soulmate union, soulmate connection that is stressing you out. Whether you feel a sense of disconnect, doesn't have to be. For some of you guys, you feel disconnected from someone, or like, what if this person disconnects from you if you are your authentic self? So I feel that right now, okay, it might be a little bit challenging for you to, think positively about a situation that is moving rather slowly. It could be that right now you expected something to happen by now, and with the Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of going very slowly, right? It's still moving. You're like, okay, well, it's still moving. It's still kind of going, whether it's an idea that you're working on, whether it's a relationship, whether it's, a job, money situation, family situation. It's still kind of flowing. You still see some movement, but you're like, okay, this is kind of slow. It's so slow that it's stressing you out. It's putting you in panic mode, anxiety. What if this, doesn't happen? What if this ends up happening? So some kind of fear of a disconnect or a fear of something going wrong within a relationship, within a connection. And this could be a fear of failure. What if you fail at this? What if this fails, right? And so I feel that you need to start surrounding yourself with more optimistic people, because what I see here is that this anxiety, these fears are unfounded. These fears are just being created by overthinking. And perhaps you are right now, you've been with people that perhaps have been influencing your way of thinking. Okay. And I feel that right now what you need is to be around people who are supportive of you, who are supportive of your dreams, your visions, your desires, who you are, who you want to become, instead of being around people who are the opposite, okay, who instill those fears into your energy. Because again, what the Nine of Swords is saying is that this is not really going to happen. This is just something that you're creating in your own mind. But if you listen to those fears, of course you can create it. So don't focus on that. Now, I'm seeing here karmic. So it says here, I have a karmic attachment that won't let me go. They are causing chaos and drama. It's interesting because, again, I said there could be an outside person that might be influencing the way that you're thinking, an outside person that might be creating challenges or blockages within a soulmate union and a soulmate connection, which is why this situation might be moving a little slowly, whether it's someone in your life or someone in their life, okay? But I feel like there's some kind of an outside influence. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be who knows, maybe whoever this is, right? I feel like there's some kind of a karmic attachment here that might be influencing, these fears, right? What if this ends up happening? What if this doesn't, right? That kind of vibe. And so I'm sensing here that someone here might be causing some kind of chaos and drama around you or within a connection, or you're afraid that this will happen. Let me know in the comments below. Is this happening in your career, love life, family, friends, whatever that is? Now, in the recent past, you also have here the Moon, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So yeah, in the recent past, I see that you try to overcome a lot of more fears, a lot of emotional energy, like kind of like, I feel like there was a lot of hidden energy, hidden information where you felt so emotional about something because you didn't know what was going to happen. You were like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, as human beings, we like to know what's going to happen. We like to, we like the familiar. We prefer the familiar than the unknown. Okay. And I feel here that in the recent past, you were more so going through this kind of dark tunnel per se. And, you didn't know when the light was going to shine. You didn't know, okay, when is this ever going to be over, right? And so I feel that there was some kind of energy there of heightened feelings, heightened emotions, perhaps confusion. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going in the right direction? That kind of vibe, whether this was you or someone that you were dealing with. Now, I feel that soon thereafter, you did kind of realize that, you know what, I need to stop this. I need to stop this overthinking. And I feel like a message came through. Some kind of a message came through, or some kind of energy there came through where, it let you know that everything is going to be fine. Everything is okay. And you're like, oh, gosh, I was like overthinking it. Thank God everything's fine, right? So some kind of a positive message came through that let you know that everything was going to be fine, or that you were going the right way, or some kind of message here that you were expecting. Okay. I'm sensing here that part of this situation had to do with some kind of sneaky behavior, whether, there was some kind of lies, there was some kind of deceitful energy, and or for a lot of you guys, it could have been some kind of fear of kind of like, can I trust this person, right? Like having trust issues. Somebody here in the recent past may have been dealing with some kind of trust issues as well, okay? Or there could have been some kind of sneaky behavior. We're going to figure it out. It says here, solitude. The silence between us has given me insight that I needed to set my soul free. So I feel that somebody here went into solitude in the recent past, and this energy of solitude, whether you, them, both of you, or it was a group thing, some kind of silence between you and someone here gave you guys the insight that you needed in order to set your soul free. I feel like somebody here, they felt restricted in some kind of way, shape, or form. And even though you were afraid to go at it alone, you still did. You were like, you know what, fine, I'm just going to go at this alone. There's nothing else that I could do. But I feel like somewhere along the line, you realize, you know what, this is actually what I needed because I felt so restricted. This could have also been someone that you were dealing with that, through that energy of silence between you, this person had some kind of realizations, okay? Let me know in the comments below which area of life that pertains to, what was going on. Now, you have here in the present moment the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. Interesting. So I'm sensing here that you are working towards some kind, or you are involved in some kind of a very loving union. I see here a very loving union, a very kind of, joyful connection. But right in the middle, I see some kind of heartbreak. I see some kind of energy of, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm being pulled in two different directions. For some of you, it could be involve a family life, right? Like connected to your brothers, sisters, siblings, excuse me, your mother, your father, aunts, uncles, whatever, right? And then on the other side, it's kind of like a romantic love connection because there's marriage here, okay? So for some of you, you might be in the middle of, okay, which way do I go? What do I do about the situation, right? Because I feel that there could be energy there of having feelings for, this family and then this other family too. For some of you, there could be some kind of a third party energy where someone is already involved in a relationship, and there could be some kind of a heartbreak, heartache there where I'm not sure what to choose, I'm not sure which way to go, or you are finding out about something as well. You might be finding out about something, some kind of situation there. But I feel that there's some kind of a heartbreak happening right now. For others of you, you might feel a little bit restricted because of a heartbreak that you still have not yet healed, that you need to heal. And perhaps that heartbreak is holding you back from, dating people or opening up to love or opening up to commitment, because this is all about commitment, right? These two energies on the side of that heartbreak is all about commitment, okay? And it's not just about commitment about, just a relationship. No, it's more so about love, right? The commitment to love, the commitment to be loved. It's beyond that. Okay. Now I see that also here you have psychic energy. Your intuition scares me. How much do you really know about me? So your intuition, or someone around you, somebody's intuition right now is expanding. It's opening up. I feel that for a lot of you, it's yours. Okay, your psychic ability, your psychic energy, it's becoming more powerful. You're able to see through things. I feel like this psychic energy is even able for you to like manifest more quickly. It's like you see something, you want it, and it's like, or you just imagine it and it's like, bam, it's happening. Okay. So I feel like your psychic energy is definitely maybe scaring people around you. Okay. For others of you, it could be that someone's psychic energy is also kind of opening up around you as well. Now, I feel that for a lot of you, you might see through something. You might be seeing through, let's go back to this one, because these are messages that are coming through. So I feel like for a lot of you guys are kind of getting some kind of psychic messages, some kind of downloads from the universe, as far as information from the universe, that you don't even know where it's coming from. You're just like, oh my God, I feel like this is what's going on with this situation. I feel like that's what's going on with that situation. What do I do? Right? Because when you get these downloads from the universe, you're not sure whether to trust them or not, because it's not like you have evidence, right? And I feel like that's where you need to really tune into that intuition of yours, so that you realize that, hey, you know what? Even though you may not have, evidence of it right now, the universe is sending you these messages. So pay attention to those, particularly, right now. Now, in the near future, you also have here the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. Wow. So I feel that in the near future, there's going to be some kind of a disagreement. Okay, there could be some kind of a disagreement between family members, between friends, between loved ones, whatever this is. But I feel that there's some kind of energy where you might be waiting for that disagreement to resolve itself on its own. And in the near future, this is something that you have to literally take action on in the energy of the Magician. Like, you can literally manifest something kind of like resolving itself, but you have to focus in on wanting that to manifest, instead of just saying, oh, well, I guess we disagreed. I guess we're not getting along. I guess this is what's going to happen. And well, that's that. But just saying, no, don't just leave it up to that's that. It is what it is. That saying of it is what it is. A lot of times, sometimes, yeah, it's okay for you to say that. But in this particular situation, the universe is like, nope, you're going to have to manifest something that you want, the resolution to this disagreement, the resolution to whatever this is. Someone in the near future may be actually pushing your buttons on purpose, or you might be pushing their buttons on purpose in order to get a reaction. Okay, this could also be, a person here who's trying to do something in a really kind of sneaky, a little bit malicious but immature kind of way to get your attention in some kind of way, shape, or form. But again, don't get triggered. I feel that there's something here that is telling you can manifest a resolution to this. But if you focus on the positive, you focus on the resolution. Of course, if you focus on the negative and, oh, well, it is what it is, we disagreed, nothing is going to come out of this, then that's what's going to happen. Okay. Here you have an apology. You can actually manifest an apology, right? It says here, apology. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson and I'm so sorry. So someone here in the near future may be apologizing for something that they did try to do or said, okay, or will be saying, excuse me, because it's in the near future, will be saying, doing something, it could be out of spite. It could be that this person maybe doing something because they felt hurt, they felt triggered. And so I feel that, somebody's going to end up apologizing. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson and I'm so sorry. Now, in your opportunity, you also have here the World, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So yeah, in your opportunity, I see here that you're finally going to close out some kind of chapter in your life, okay, that has been needing to close out. Okay. I feel like things are changing around your life, in your life. I feel like there's something here that has been an ongoing issue, an ongoing something, whether it's, in your career, family, friends, love, whatever that is. It's something that has been very repetitive, an ongoing type of issue. And I'm sensing that you're going to have an opportunity to finally tie up those loose ends that need to be tied up in order to say, okay, you know what, I'm done with this, right? I'm done with this. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Now let's go into this new chapter. For some, it could be the way that you guys have been involved in a connection, right? Perhaps that first phase of the connection, you're like, okay, this is no longer working. We have to expand on this. We have to do things differently, right? That old chapter is already done and over with. Doesn't mean that the connection is over. It just means that that chapter is over, that you guys have to do things differently, right? You guys are entering this new phase. This can be with a family member. This could be with a friend. This could be with a loved one. This could be at work. This could be with finances, right? But there's a chapter here in your life where you're going to have an opportunity to say, okay, you know what? Finally, I'm going to close out that chapter and start something new. I see here that you're going to get the help that you need. If you've been needing financial help, if you've been needing some kind of help in some kind of way, shape, or form, I feel like there's going to be a helper coming in. Someone here helping you, giving you a helping hand, or introducing you to someone who can actually help you in some kind of way, shape, or form. Okay, if that's what you've been needing. I'm sensing here that it's something related to. It's like you've been on the verge of giving up on this, whatever this is for you, and suddenly it's like this, you manifest somebody here who comes in to just kind of help you. Okay, it could be a new person, it could be a person that you already know. For some, it could be financial help. Okay, if that's what you've been needing, there is financial help coming in. For others, it could be anything else. Now, I see here with the Six of Wands also, you're going to succeed, but don't give up, right? This is saying don't give up on this. You're going to get the help that you need. I'm sensing here that with the Six of Wands, this is going to be a lot of attention coming in towards you. So if you've been afraid of being in the spotlight, if you've been afraid of, all eyes being on you, please do whatever you can to get rid of that fear, because the spotlight will be on you. You're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be, there's that energy of fame. There's that energy of recognition. There's that energy of admiration. Something here where people are going to start admiring you about something or questioning you, like, oh my God, how did you do it? Give us the secret, right? Give us a secret sauce about whatever this is. So don't give up. I feel like when you are close to just throwing in the towel, that's when you have to just, say, you know what? No, I'm just going to give it a go. I'm going to, just put in all my energy, and you will succeed. So don't give up on something, because I see success is actually right around the corner for you. Okay. Now I see here that part of your opportunity, you have here avoidant. I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. You could be either the avoidant, right? The one who is afraid of showing how you really feel towards someone, or this could be someone that you are dealing with who is avoiding showing you how they really feel. But I feel like there will be an opportunity, because this is in your opportunity, where this avoidant person, whether it's you or someone around you, will have an opportunity to finally show some kind of feeling, show some kind of emotion. May not be all of it, may not be a lot, but it might be, the beginning of something new. So avoidant, I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. Let's go ahead now, jump into your yes or no question, and you'll get a yes or no answer. So is this a yes or no? Ready? Ask a question. Is this a yes or a no? Okay, that is a definite yes. Cancer energy. For some, the Chariot. So this is a very powerful energy here with the Chariot. This is all about taking action, moving forward into whatever direction it is that you want to go into with confidence. I see here, the Chariot only goes for things, moves towards things if he kind of knows within him that he's going to win. He knows within him that he's going to win at all costs. It's not going to be easy, though. It's going to be a challenge, because these Sphinx that are carrying are leading the Chariot there. Both have their own kind of ways of thinking. One is the darker, Sphinx. The other one is the lighter Sphinx. And so each one of them, it's not that one is good or one is bad. It's just that they each want to go in their own direction. But the Chariot in the middle, okay, he's the one who is like, nope, we're going to go this way. So these are a representation of fears, anxieties, insecurities, desires, right? And so you have to, lead all that energy towards where you want it to go. So this is all about you taking action and creating whatever it is that you want. This is also about confrontation, confronting your own fears, your own anxieties, insecurities, etc., and moving towards something or someone with confidence, and you will win, okay? Whatever this is. So it's a definite yes. Now let's jump into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.